I thought I would show you a practical example of raster versus vector flattening in place. To do that, I'm going to use Mako Lab, which is a utility that can run a bunch of different command line applications, all built using the Mako SDK. The one we're going to be using is Mako Flattener. As its name suggests, it's for flattening transparency in PDF. Let's first take a look at the file that we're going to be working with. It has been built using Adobe Illustrator. There's lots of vectors and transparency in it. If we take a look at the properties, we can see it's PDF 1.4, which is of course the first version that supported transparency in PDF. This file is actually pretty old. Let's zoom in on the area of this eye because we're going to be focusing on that. So a couple of things going on here. There's a transparency effect of this little swirl artwork above the eye, and you can also see that there are some gradients involved and various other vector objects. So let's now rasterize this with Mako Flattener. It takes a couple of seconds. And let's focus in on the eye again, and we can see exactly what's going on. So where the raster-based flattener has encountered a transparent object over a vector object, it's had to generate a bitmap that represents the intersection of those objects. And that bitmap has a very jagged edge, as you can see here. If I zoom in a little bit more, it looks pretty horrible. The color doesn't match particularly well, and the edge is very, very jagged. So let's do that again, this time using the vector flattener. So to do that, I just switch this option on, and as soon as I do that, it changes this to v equals true. If I hit the run button again, it produces a file, and this time if we zoom in on the eye, it looks exactly like the original. Nice sharp edges to the objects that have been created. And just to prove the point, if I look at the properties, we can see the PDF version is 1.3, which is before transparency was supported in PDF. So this file now has had all of its transparency removed without impacting the quality of the artwork. Thank you.